Order one, we are GRUBHUBing. I've already done an Instacart. It is, I don't even know what day it is, but it's the Monday after Memorial, or the Tuesday after Memorial Day. So, let's go make some money, because this girl needs to catch up. Hey y'all, okay, so I took a first order, like I said, from Instacart. I delivered that.
Turn right.
It was over $10. Then I turned on GRUBHUB, and I've started with that. Got an order before I could get my hand off the phone.
At the light, turn right onto South Harlem Avenue.
And then I picked up that Dunkin' order. I dropped that off. Got another Dunkin' order. Not a great order, but because I'm trying to play catch up, I'm taking it. It is $3.80 something to go just a few miles. Normally, on any other day, I would have rejected that order, but because I'm playing catch up, and I will put ketchup, the reason for my ketchup, in another order, I am just not mentally prepared to make that. What I will say is that my best friend of, gosh, I don't even know how long now, 40 years, passed away suddenly. I'll leave it at that.
In about 1.5 miles, turn left onto 156th Street.
Because I don't want to get emotional about it. But let's go get this second Dunkin' order and move on from there. My goal today is $100. I can't not make $100 today, so who knows how long I'll be out. I might have to do it in a couple of shifts, you know, like take one, then sit for a spell, and go from there, because in my area, you get a very small, like, breakfast window with all the Dunkins and stuff, which is kind of where I'm at. I'm getting all the Dunkins.
Turn left onto 1.
So, then there's like a break, and around 11-ish starts lunch. And lunch will go from generally like 11 to 1 in my area. And then it'll be quiet until about 4 when the dinner starts. And dinner, I usually end dinner between 5:30 and 6. And in that 4 to 6 hour, I can make $50-$60, which I know to some people is not a lot of money. To me, it helps me with my goal. So let's go. Let's do this. I need the money. Here's a little bit of why. My husband's been GRUBHUBing. His goal is $200. Well, his car has decided to stop working. Yes, isn't that lovely? So, with that being said, my goal was $100. So he hasn't made his $200 in weeks, in probably 2 weeks now. And that money is budgeted. So this week, I need to make at least $300, and we'll pick up more as soon as I pick up this order. So here we go. We got that Dunkin' order. It's literally right here around the corner. It is a leave at the front desk, which I appreciate. But we will continue the story of my husband's car. He has been GRUBHUBing. He just hasn't been GRUBHUBing $200 worth. And I have that in our budget. And it's pretty much spent once it's in our budget. I've been budgeting $100 for myself because I do have a day job. I am on summer break from that day job, which I still get paid from. But I was gonna up my my pay, my GRUBHUB money to try and get $500, $100 for the sorry, I'm looking at the directions. $100 for the budget, and the rest was going to go towards some other things I'm saving for. So I don't know how that's going to work. Those other things are not things I have budgeted into those categories. It's just oh, I passed it. Past the front entrance anyway. Maybe. It looks like there's one there too, but I will pull up over here. I have just decided that anything over and above the 100 that I budgeted for out of my GRUBHUB money would be split between these other categories to kind of give them a boost. But now that I'm here, we'll continue again. So I don't know if that's going to change. My husband says he's going to continue to try and do it. So my first bits of extra money might have to go to just getting his car fixed. Which he said is going to take about $300 to $400. But in the long run, we can't have him not adding that $200 into the budget. So it just seems like when it rains, it pours. And I was getting a little too comfortable that our budget was finally holding steady, and I was almost to a place where I was like, okay, our budget numbers are finally happening. We're paying everything. We're not falling any further behind. And then this happened. So I guess it is what it is, right? And you move forward and you do what you got to do. And that, my friends, is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move forward. My husband is going to try and get out here today, he said, because he knows that we GRUBHUB generally in the same area. So we have like meetup spots. So we'll run into each other. If he needs something, I'll be here to help him. With that noise, I'll be back. I think it might be a good day. We'll see. I did not pick a slot to actually GRUBHUB in, because when I tried, it just kept thinking. So I'm out here freelancing, I guess. I don't know what the word is. But I'm just out here logged in. I'm not on a time slot. When you're on a time slot, you're supposed to get priority in the orders. And then people like myself today, where I'm just logged in, we are supposed to get the overflow, you know, the ones that others aren't taking. And for right now, that's great to me. I'll take it. I will try again later to see about actually taking a time slot. But right now, this is what I needed to do because it wouldn't let me take a time slot. I wanted to take like an 8 to 10:30 or something like that, or 8:30 to 10:30. It just wouldn't let me take it, so it wouldn't let me do anything. So I don't think that's the way I came. Trying to get out of here, out of this subdivision. And I'm not sure how to do it, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna figure it out. I just need to get back out to the main road, that's all. However I do that. Oh, Marion Drive, yep. We had taken this. So what have you guys been doing? I have been, gosh, I'm not even positive what all I've been doing. Visiting my grandkids, sitting at the hospital with my friend who was in the ICU, which I'm not going to get into because I don't want to be crying. Not in this video anyway. I'll make a short maybe about it, or you guys can go check out my Facebook, which is Brenda Masterson Putnam, or my TikTok, which is Chima Vibes. I just totally blew that stop sign. Oops. 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 Because I do have the story kind of up on those platforms. Okay, yeah, I see the main road from here. So we'll go out here. So you can go check those out if you choose to. Other than that, we're going to be out here GRUBHUBing. We're going to try and be making some money. I'm going to check. I should be at somewhere around $23 at this point out of 100. So I'm a quarter of the way there. Optimism, right? Isn't that what we're all about, supposedly, is optimism? So let's be optimistic and say we're going to do it. We are going to make our $100 today. So we have had 2 Dunkins. Two Dunkins, Looms, and like I said, my first order was the Instacart that I shopped at the Jewel, which is our local grocery store. So let's see what else we can do. I'll be back with you when I get my next order. This was the funniest delivery by far. Not gonna lie. Completely the funniest by far. Because, are you ready for it? It took me a long time to deliver it. I kept waiting for a text, for a code. They weren't giving me the code, so then I called. I had to call twice because they kept hanging up. Anyway, they came to the door. So the husband says, "Oh, you need a code." I said, "Yes, I need a code." So he goes, "Is it texted to me?" And I said, "Yes." So he goes, grabs his phone, he gives me the code. I go, "Oh, you've got another order coming up the path now." So he says to his wife, "Did you order food?" She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I ordered food. You told me to order food." So now they're having this discussion back and forth because they both ordered food. And now they have 2 orders that they need to eat. because they both ordered food. I've never had that happen before. Never. I think that's hysterical. Not gonna lie. It is hysterical. So I hope they're hungry. Anywho, it is almost 10 o'clock. I've been out here since 8, so I've been out here for 2 hours, and I am only at $30. Is it worth it to me? Normally I would say no, but because I'm so far behind at this point, it's worth it to me. I didn't take anything too over the mileage because I like to do even. So if the order is $7, I won't go over 7 miles. I did take that one order that was $3 and something. It was under that mileage, but I normally don't take anything at least under 5 because it just whatever. But because I am so far behind in my GRUBHUBing, due to the situation from last week and into this week, I need to play this catch-up game, so I'm going to just keep GRUBHUBing and doing what I've got to do. My goal is $100 a day this week. I don't know how many days I'm going to get out here, unfortunately. I just don't know. Today is Tuesday. I'll be out here. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to try and come out here. Anything after morning is not good here on a Wednesday. I don't care what shift you work. I don't even know that Wednesday morning is going to be any good. But I'm going to try it. We'll see how it goes. I might not work to $100 tomorrow. If I do more sitting than I do driving. Thursday I have some plans, but I don't know what time, so I will try and get out for the dinner shift because I know it won't be past that. And I will work until either I hit $100 or it gets dark because I don't deliver in the dark. And then I think I'm working all weekend, Saturday, Sunday, because I don't think I have anything going this weekend. I think this is the first weekend I don't have anything, and probably the only weekend, because I know the next weekend I have stuff going, and then the next weekend, which is, because this coming weekend is the last weekend of May. Then we're into June. And then that following weekend, I'm going to be at my daughter's house because my granddaughter has a dance recital on the 6th. They're having a brunch for my son-in-law's birthday on the 7th. And then he goes back to work from his paternity leave on Monday, so I'm going to be there Monday to kind of help my daughter get situated. And then the next weekend, that Saturday, I am in South Bend with my other daughter. That Saturday, I'm going to go up because on Sunday we leave for South Bend. I'll already be there for Cedar Point. And if you don't know what Cedar Point is, it is an amusement park in Sandusky, Ohio. And we will be there for 4 days. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's right on Lake Erie. And we stay at the hotel inside the park. I did this trip with my grandkids and my daughter and her husband last year. Last year we did get 2 separate rooms because they had already booked and they had invited me, but I was waiting to see if my husband wanted to come or whatever, and he said no. But they had already booked their room, so I booked a room and we got them right next to each other, which it was fun because I could go back to my room, rest. I was having a lot of headaches and neck issues. You probably can't see it, but I have a scar here about this long from a surgery that I had on my spine through my neck. My neck is fused, so I still have some issues there, but nothing like I was. So last year I was really struggling, but I went. I had a great time. A lot of walking, a lot of outdoors, but it was right up my alley. Let's go see what this order is.